when I started to follow the Rockstar method, it was like my interviews were from 1 to 3 a month to maybe 20 or 30 a month.
You already started a new position with more or less a 60% increase in your current salary.
It was something like 70%. He told me like, man, this is a game, man. These are the rules. And actually that changed my perspective.
If you are an experienced developer earning maybe 4,000 euros or dollars, and you feel like you could do twice as much, then this is for you. Maybe you are sending out hundreds of applications to US and UK companies. You are getting ghosted, or maximally you make it to round 2 or 3. Then you are being rejected with no feedback. It's exhausting and often makes you questioning whether you are good enough. Here is the truth. We are probably good enough, you just don't know the rules of the game yet. Miguel from Peru was in exact the same position 6 months ago. Stuck, frustrated, underpaid. But then something changed. What you are about to watch, it is a full uncut conversation between our co-founder Regina and Miguel, one of our clients that went from struggling to land interviews to choosing between multiple offers, and Miguel breaks down exactly what helped him the most. Pay attention to the part where he talks about his mind shift, that international job market, it is not about being the best developer. It's about understanding the system and rules of the game. Quick thing before we start. We have a free community where we share our system for landing international jobs. Same system Miguel used. Link you will find below. It's free for now, but not forever. Alright, let's get to Regina and Miguel.
Thank you so much for being here with us. So can you please just make like a quick introduction about yourself and what was your situation when you joined our program?
Hi, my name is Miguel. I'm a software engineer, more focused in what is the backend development. I have plenty experience with Python and React and some other frameworks and languages. And well, my situation was that I was in a job. Actually, I was very happy with my job, but I wanted to double my income. And I had some problems like attracting more interviews to my LinkedIn profile or getting interviews in other jobs.
Okay, I'm very curious to know, Miguel, because I remember on our first conversations that you were mentioning that different companies that were similar to what we do were reaching out to you. So I am really curious to know what made you decide to give us a chance instead of, for example, any other program.
Oh yeah. Well, the first thing was that I never feel the pressure when you are contacting somebody that is offering you a service. I never feel that. Like, you were very transparent and you told me well, this is our service, these are the advantages. We have some case of studies. This is our community, and we are going to offer you this for this quantity of money. And if you want to take it without pressures, don't worry. Take your time to think about it. If you have any doubt, just contact me. And I really feel very comfortable with that, because normally when you are offering this kind of services, this is like you're a lead,
Yeah.
and they push you to give them the money.
Yeah,
I never felt that with you.
I'm really glad that you felt like it was not as pushy. And was there, like, for example, something that we mentioned in the program that was particularly like interesting for you since the beginning, or it was more like how we approach you?
Yeah. Well, first thing was like, it is not a program where you only are going to be able to get a better job or whatever, or you are going to only double your income. It is a program that maybe is going to coach you to improve some key abilities that are going to make you a better developer, or maybe a better freelance, or a better businessman. I would say that like that attracted me to me a lot. And actually, normally, right now the market is very competitive, and I saw that you have some models that are focusing in unlock the potential of your true potential.
Okay, great. When we had one of our first calls, I remember we were talking about you feeling underpaid and that you wanted to earn more money, right? I remember you were saying that you were happy with your company, that the project was great, but you were feeling underpaid and you wanted to earn more money, right? This was like more or less what you wanted to achieve with us. Can you tell me a little bit about why you felt underpaid and why you wanted to earn more?
Yeah, actually, I'm a big Reddit fan, and actually, when I go to parties, I talk a lot with software engineers, and when they tell me, well, I have I don't know, maybe 5 or 8 years of experience, and they had similar experience as me, and they know and they do maybe easier things than I do, and they get maybe double income or maybe just 50% of the more income that I'm doing. Um, that is like, oh man, maybe I'm being underpaid. So uh, that that actually wake my awareness about that.
I see. And I also remember that you told us that you are, besides being a great software engineer, you're also an entrepreneur, right? So you also have your own companies.
Yeah. I've been involved in some companies in about restaurant. I like the food industry, and right now I'm trying to get well. Actually, I'm in the middle of the implementation of this project. It's a project about a sausage business. Well, it is not only sausages. I don't know how to say it in English, but it is more like we do bacons, sausages, from frog sausage, and a lot of smoked things too.
Okay. And do you think that, for example, earning more money at the beginning was important for you also because you will be able to invest in future ideas or in your future business?
Yeah, of course. Actually, in so in my particular case, normally what you want to do to get a good quality product, you need good quality machines. These machines are from foreign countries, and you have to import them. So I would need more cap for that, right?
Yeah, of course, I get it. And in the past, when you realized that you were underpaid, what did you try in the past to change that situation before like starting working with us?
Yeah. Well, actually, I saw a lot of videos and I was reading a lot. Uh, I did know that uh, I had a very good profile in LinkedIn. I mean, like, no, normally I got maybe between 2 or 3 interviews a month, or invitation to take the processes. But those opportunities were not the ones that I wanted. When I started to follow the Rockstar method, it was like my interviews were from 1 to 3 a month to maybe 20 or 30 a month.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it was very good actually.
That's very cool. I'm very happy about that. I didn't know that, but I am happy that it helped you that much. Okay, great. And could you tell me how did Rockstar Programmer Method especially help you change your actions and, for example, help you shift your perspective on how the developer market works?
Yeah, the thing is that, well, um, something that I remember that in one reunion, in one meet with Patrick, he told me like, man, this is a game, man. These are the rules. Uh, I know that maybe this is not working, and maybe you think that this is stupid, but this is the rules, and you have to play with these rules. And actually, that changed my perspective because I was like, man, he has a very good point because normally you think, oh, maybe this interview is very stupid because they give you these kind of questions that are like, these questions are not they do not prove nothing, right? Because sometimes the questions are just because they want you to read a bunch of things that do not apply every day, but they want you to perform the interview as you like you know it. But actually, no, even the interviewer he doesn't know what he's taking you. So that was something that was a game changer for me. Like you focus a lot in if you want to get this kind of job that is going to double your income, you have to pay attention to these things that uh, and that normally you are not going to use every day, but you have to know it for the interview.
Okay, yeah, that's a great tip. So we've been more or less working for 2 months and a half, almost 3 months together. And if I remember well, last week you already started a new position with more or less a 60% increase in your current salary.
It was something like 70%. Yeah.
Wow, so that's great. And so, I mean, for sure you don't have to tell me like exactly all the details, but if you could answer these two questions for me, what is this new opportunity that you are going to start? And if you would turn back in time into the very first call that we had, and I would told you that this would be you in these next 3 months, what would your reaction be?
Oh well, this is an opportunity where I use a lot of AI. Actually, uh, the product is a real-time product. Like we are having video calls. The product is about video calls, AI agents, and a bunch of things. It's a bunch of that actually. And if I would be at that time telling me, this is a position that we have for you, and this is the income, I would be like, I would have been very nervous because I was like, maybe I'm not good enough for this kind of opportunity.
Yeah, but now you know that it is not the case, and it was just a matter of knowing what you have to do, really.
Yeah, and sometimes you have this kind of mentality or this kind of mindset where you see a very good income, like for example, one income that maybe you want to have, and that scares you. Like, man, these interviews should be very hard, or this interview, I'm not going to pass this kind of interviews, because if they are paying this kind of money, this kind of quantity of money, that means that they are looking for somebody from Harvard, Stanford, or something like that, or maybe somebody from America that has a very good native English or something like that. But that's only actually that's part of the bulletproof mentality that uh, you can get those kind of opportunities if you prepare for them.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. So if you would talk to Miguel of 3 months ago, what would you say to that Miguel of 3 months ago that started, and now this Miguel that already knows that he is enough and he can achieve whatever he wants?
Oh, like take the program as soon as possible, and well, you are going to receive maybe some no, maybe some rejections. It's actually in my personal experience was kind of I had very good I have I was very lucky because um, it is kind of crazy, but some opportunities that I was that I was applying for, they offered me less money for the one that accepted me. And actually, the software development market is kind of broken because of that. Because maybe one opportunity of 1K is going to tell you no, but one opportunity of 3K is going to tell you yes, or 8K is going to tell you yes. But the ones of 1K is going to tell you no. I think that proves that the market is broken.
Yeah, it certainly is. So now that you have already achieved this and you already have a very good job with the income that you were expecting, or I guess even more than what you were expecting, I am guessing you are hungry for more. What are the next steps for you?
First I'm going to focus in my career and in my personal life. Actually, um, I love it in the business in the company that I was before joining the current one. Um, but it was very demanding for me because I was one of the first employees. So I couldn't take care of a lot of Right now I have time for go to the chiropractic. I have time to maybe do some back therapy too, some physiology. I play paddle a lot too, so I have more time for myself, and I have more resources too. So that's my plan for the next 6 months, and maybe focus in this new business that I'm doing right now. And I'm planning that the next job is that I'm going to take. No, normally what I expect is that like maybe get a 50 or 60% more of the income that I'm currently gaining right now.
That's great. That's a great goal. So now that you have achieved this great milestone in your career, for example, what goals do you have, for example, in this business? I remember we were talking about that we help programmers doubling their income in different ways, right? And at the beginning, when we were even having these first conversations, you told me that you were more interested right now in doubling your income in your career. But since we started talking and we started having these consultations, both with me and with Patrick, you also mentioned that you were interested in building a business together, right?
Uh, you mean like a freelance business, right?
Yes, yes, that's correct.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I'm trying to. Normally you have this kind of a mind barrier where you think that that's very difficult, but in these months I had the opportunity to say, man, this is not that difficult. So I'm trying to build maybe a freelance company where I can take projects for myself. I saw that you have case of studies about that. So yeah, I'm very open to that. I'm going to work about that mentality too.
Okay, that's great. And what would you say to, for example, a friend or a colleague, a software engineer who is currently hesitant about buying or joining the program?
Oh, well, like for example, um, I would say like you have to balance like between. I think the best investment that you can do is you. Like for example, if you get some resources and if you study a lot, and I know that maybe I could get this kind of salary improvement by myself, but it would take maybe like 2 years or 3 years. I would tell him, dude, uh, in this way it's going to be 3 months, and with that new income that you are going to get, you are going to pay you only in 1 month. So it is a win-win. So don't see it like you are losing money or they are scamming you or something like that. They are giving you value, and you with that value you are going to make a life improvement for you.
Okay, great. So to not drag this on for as many questions, this is my last question, and it would be, if you would have to estimate the return you got from Rockstar Programmer for the time and energy that you put in, what kind of ROI would you say you achieve with us in terms of?
ROI. Oh, right. Right. All right. So with that money, with the exceeded amount that I'm doing right now, I'm able to pay the program with only no, it's even more than that. It is maybe like $500 more. For example, like uh, with exceeded amount that I'm gaining now, I mean with that 60% more that I'm gaining right now, I'm able to pay the program in just one with that money, only with that money.
And do you think it was worth the time that you were invested and the consultations that you had with us? Do you think it was valuable information for you?
Yeah, it is valuable information. Actually, I would say that I gained a lot. Even that maybe I think that the program it's more worth has more value than I expected. Um, I would say too that it is a brand that you have to dedicate a bunch of time. Like for example, you have to read a lot, you have to prepare for the interviews, taking interviews every day. At my case, uh, where I got a bunch of interviews, normally uh, I was very happy because I was getting a lot of interviews, but at the same time I was very tired because I had a bunch of processes open, and then I had to reject one, and then I got some rejections from other companies, and then I accepted one offer that another company that was the best one that I had, and well, so I would say that you have to invest time in this program, but it is totally worth it.
So that's Miguel's story. As I said, we have our free community where you will find first part of our program that will help you out to get international jobs, get more offers, and lots of our students only after completing this part increase their salaries by over 50%. Link is in the description. Join whilst it is free, and see you on the other side.